What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with countryBoxing News. The Twitter wars never end. In fact, they just began. Tyson Fury has responded to Deontay Wilder, and he had this to say to Deontay. Get yourself a bit more well-known in America first, kid, and I'll give you another chance. He goes on to say, I already beat you and the world knows it. And so do you. Wink emoji. Must be hard for you that a British fighter has taken over the USA. Watch me whip. Hashtag only in America at ESPN. Very interesting. Good approach by Fury. Good comeback because Wilder did go rather hard, as we knew he would go. But he made sense in what he was saying, you know. I mean, Deontay Wilder has risen his profile, but obviously, sad to say, not good to say, sad to say, that he hasn't done enough to raise his profile enough to get someone to pique interest in him. See, the only thing Deontay had was that Fury fight. He didn't have anything else, right? He beat Ortiz, and that was a wrap. And you drawed with Tyson Fury. Okay. Then he says, I beat you already, and the whole world knows it, and so do you. Now, this is exactly what I've been saying from Tyson Fury for the longest. Why would you have to fight someone, or why would you go back into the ring with someone despite what your trainer wants you to do, which is Ben Davison? He didn't want him to go in there. He wanted a tune-up fight from the go. You know what I mean? So this is exactly what I expect out of them, because it's no reason to fight him again. If you fought him again, let that be. Just it puts me in mind of Manny Pacquiao and Bradley. When Bradley won the decision, Manny Pacquiao didn't want to fight Timothy Bradley because he was like, okay, well, they robbed me. I get it. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? But when another series of events happened to Manny Pacquiao, and we all know what happened December 8th, 2012. Anyway, back to these guys. You can look at this, a lot of people look at this as ducking. Tyson Fury ducked, but then it was like, okay, he goes on to say, wait, there's more. Top Rank also confirms that the WBC and Deontay Wilder's camp that Tyson Fury will fight in May or June and then seek the heavyweight title rematch with Wilder in the fall. A source with knowledge of the situation told ESPN on Tuesday. Okay, so they're just really building this fight. I think Tyson Fury, wanted to ease his way into his contract without going in there with a heavy fight. But honestly, before this contract, Tyson Fury could still do exactly what he just done now. Now it just makes more sense business-wise, but at the end of the day, Deontay will want that fight. In fact, he will beg for that fight. But here's the thing. Let's see if he wants that fight. Because in actuality, if you really think about it, if Deontay's this pissed off about Tyson Fury taking another fight or going another direction, in September, when these guys get past their opponent, because, Wilder doesn't have an opponent as of now. But, after these guys fight again, after they fight whoever opponents and they win, that's if they win, let's see if Deontay pulls the same shit he did with Joshua. The whole freezing out thing, we're going to freeze you out, and, and we're going to show you that you ain't the only one that matters, and, we ain't got to fight you, and I ain't fighting you for the next so-and-so until we get the money right, and I want this, and I want that, and I want, all that. Let's see if he does that to Fury. Because it looks like Tyson just decided, hey, I'm not going to fight you next. I'm going to fight someone else. So a lot of people, oh, well, he's ducking. Well, I mean, Wilder could have done something to counteract what he said. Well, hey, make them an offer or accept whatever offer that they will give you. But it gets real shitty between him and Bob Arum and Al Heyman. You know what I mean? Al Heyman and Bob Arum, you know, they knew what was happening when he signed. So again, if I'm Deontay Wilder, I'm hoping that he wouldn't sign. Because, you know, if he knows, well, my advisor, Al Heyman, doesn't like the idea of, you know, even dealing with Top Rank. But you're going to have to do that anyway if he wants to fight. You know, one thing about business that Team Wilder needs to understand, that you don't have to like the person. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have this personal relationship or personally like these particular people. You just have to understand what business is and put personal matters to the side. It doesn't matter. It doesn't give a shit what you feel about someone personally. Like Eddie Hearn and Wilder. Wilder can't stand Eddie Hearn. But that's not, and I don't think Eddie Hearn gives a shit about Deontay, right? But Eddie Hearn knows one thing. It's business at the end of the day. Never personal. You know what I mean? And Deontay likes to keep it or take it to a personal level when it doesn't need to be at all. That's why a lot of those fights fall through. You know, so I'm just like, if he's gonna talk about promoters and advisors and stuff like that. Al Heyman's not gonna like Bob Arum. Bob Arum is not gonna like Al Heyman. But if they want that fight, and if they want that fight in September, they have to know. You know what I mean? Joshua did the same thing. Well, we're going to fight you on April 13th. Okay, act an ass because the fight's not next, like you did with Joshua. Make it fair. Make it balanced across the board. Don't just, oh, you know what? I'll wait around for Fury and see what Fury does, or yada, 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 and then I'll just wait. No, you have to fight. You have to stay active. So he's going to fight someone, I'm sure. I'm quite sure of it. But, you know, if he sits around or he waits for that particular fight, that shows that he's desperate. That shows that he wants that Tyson Fury fight more than anything, because he knows that's the only thing that he can afford to do, like chance-wise, like taking risk, because he's not going to take a risk fighting Joshua. That's not going to work. That was never in his plan, or it is sure the hell ain't in his plan now. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. You know, because that you ignore all that money. Sure, we know that. But now Tyson Fury has told you, hey, it's crazy. Basically, if you look at this, must be hard for you that a British fighter has taken over the USA. You know, and that's some truth to that. I would be pissed off at a lot of people. And the problem if he's not, that's a problem. You know what I mean? I'm not saying be envious. I'm saying be aware. Be woke. Understand, like, hey, where the fuck is someone going to give me a deal? But here's the problem. Is he's already had a lot of deals. You know, in my last video, Deontay Wilder or Team Wilder, these guys have turned down about 5 or 6 deals that could have made them high career payday money. And they just pissed it down the toilet. So Tyson Fury lands that big deal, which is huge. And that tips the balance a little bit, because, you know, you got Canelo over there with his own signing that huge $376 million deal. Then you have Tyson Fury over on the other side of the street landing 80 million pounds, $100 million plus dollars. That's big, you know. So, but no, I mean, but I don't know. Deontay Wilder, I think he needs to just move on, because, you know, they're going to go back and forth for a while. I know the trash talk was going to start. He can't beat Fury at talking shit, because what Fury does, Fury says 75% of the truth. Most of the shit that he talks about is 75% truth. The other 25% is how he said it to make it seem shitty, to throw it in your face. That's Tyson Fury, you know? And my question is to Deontay, if you felt that Tyson Fury was 100% when you fought him, why would you want to fight him again? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? You fought him at your best. You felt you won. Y'all got a draw. He feels that he won. That both of you guys have a draw. You know? So, and a lot of people really just want to believe the fact that it was a draw, but it was officially a draw. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think they should part ways with that. You know, and if Wilder wants it in September, he should. But it just shows you his desire and really desperation to have that fight, because, you know, how he blew off Joshua and Hearn is the same way he's supposed to blow off Tyson Fury and Frank Warren and Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? But you can't freeze out everybody. If you try to freeze out everybody, you're going to be the one that's going to be stuck. So, and that looks like it's going to be happening. So, but yeah, Tyson Fury cut his losses. He was like, hey, I already beat you. You know, and it's really up to Deontay Wilder if he wants that fight in September. You know, but Tyson Fury, he has what he needs. And for Wilder calling Tyson Fury a clout chaser, I don't think he is a clout chaser at all. I think he already has it. You know what I'm saying? If you're chasing clout, no, he has clout now. He doesn't have to chase clout. Anyway, it's just something I picked up on. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this back and forth, beginning of the Twitter wars. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.